Hi guys, welcome to another episode of How to Tutorials by Levonotion Animation Studios. This is Super Sam once again, and in this very episode I'm going to show you how you can create a turntable animation for your project in Blender. Let's get started. Alright, so in my scene I currently have AY multi-character kid, as you can see. And my intention is to create a turntable animation for this project. Now, one of the reasons why you want to create a turntable for your project is, one, if you're working in a big production pipeline, you want to show your animation supervisor something. It's always a good idea to have it in a turntable. For example, if you have a work cycle you want to show off, you want him to see everything from different angles, and turntable can help you to do so. Also, if you are an individual artist and you wish to share your project with your followers or your fans, having it on a turntable animation is also a very good one. So now, having said that, to create the turntable animation, I want to quickly, let's go to idle here for now. And I want to create an armature that controls this platform. Now, I'm going to advise you that don't animate directly on your platform, because you can decide to change the platform in future. So the best thing to do is to create a rig for that particular platform. So Shift A, and I'm going to create an armature. Now the armature is created and it's too big. I'd like to edit this armature, and to do so, I need to go to the edit mode. And watch what happens when I select the armature and I scale. Can you see? It's not scaling from the point where I actually want it to scale. So I want it to scale from the 3D cursor. And that's what I'm going to do by changing this the pivot, the transform pivot to 3D cursor. Now, once it's there, I can now use S and scale in. You can see now my armature is being scaled from the 3D cursor. So I think I like this scale. I'm just going to lock in that scale, and you can switch this back to individual origins if you want to. Now back to object mode. Now I'm going to select my platform, hold down Shift and select the armature, then Ctrl P to set parent to bone. Now that way, if I go to my post mode and I move this around, you can clearly see that the rig now controls the platform, and this is what you want. Now, having done this, the next step is to make sure your character's root is now parented to the rig that controls the platform. So I'm just going to select the character's roots. Now you can see I can't select this character because the character is in object mode while the rig is in post mode. But I can change my settings from lock object modes, just uncheck that. And this way I will be able to select my character rig, as you can see. So now I just want to change this to post mode as well. Now select the root of the character, hold down Shift and select the rig that controls the platform. Now Ctrl P, and you want to set parent to bone. Now this way, when I rotate on the y-axis, you can see my character also rotates. So I'm just going to go back to 0. And I love to control my rotation using the XYZ EULA in this case. So I'm just going to go to frame 1 and set a keyframe there. Right click and insert single keyframe. And this is because I want to be very frugal. I want to be very stingy, with my keyframes. So I don't want to set keyframes on all the channels available to me. So then I would like to go to frame 180. 180. All right, and then set another keyframe on 360. So I want a full revolution. Right click and insert single keyframe. So, and I want my timeline to just be 179. This way I can have a perfect loop, because obviously frame 180 should be exactly the same thing as frame 1. So let's see what happens. Now I can see ease in and ease out in this animation, and I don't want that. I want everything to be perfectly timed. So to get this effect, I'm just going to use A to select all the keyframes. Right click and change the interpolation to linear. This way I should have everything on the same time. Yeah, so that's the perfect transition you can see. So our turntable is very okay now, and we're actually done. The last thing I just want to do is add a bit of animation to my character, and I think I should just go with the shrug animation because I kind of like the shrug animation as well. So this is what it looks like, and then you don't. So now if you notice your animation is not fitting well, perfectly well into your sequence, you can easily, let me bring back the wig, and let's check out where our animation ends, because this animation is also a loop, and the loop ends on frame 152. So that means my turntable should be on 152. Then I can easily change this to 151. Okay, that looks good. All right. So let's see what we have. We should have a perfect loop now, and that should settle us. Yeah, that's a perfect loop. All right, guys, this is where I'm going to call it a wrap. I hope you've learned one or two things from this video. By the way, we did, there are several ways to achieve this actually in Blender. This is just one way. We already did a video on how to achieve it in another way, and that video is how to animate your camera along a path. So you can easily check that out. The link will be dropped in the description as well. So whichever method you want to use, having a turntable for your character or your project is always a good idea to present your work to people around you. So this is what I'm going to call it a wrap. I hope you've learned one or two things from this video. If you've not subscribed to the channel, do well to subscribe. And until next time, keep your creativity blending.